Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
जय
Ram,
श्री
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
जय
Hare, Hare
प्रभु
Krishna,
नित्यानंद
Krishna Hare Hare.
श्री अद्वैत
Hare
गदाधर
Ram,
श्रीवासादि
Hare Hare, Hare
गौरभक्त
Krishna,
वृंद
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे राम हरे हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
राम
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
राम हरे हरे हरे
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे हरे राम
Hare
राम
Hare,
राम हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे
Ram,
हरे राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
राम हरे
Ram,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna.
राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
नाम
Krishna
हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna.
नाम हरे हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Hare.
हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
नाम
Krishna
हरे हरे
Krishna, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare, Krishna
हरे
Krishna.
नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare.
नाम हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare Ram,
राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे हरे
Hare Hare, Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
हरे
Hare Hare,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
राम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Hare,
हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे
Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
Krishna,
हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे नाम हरे हरे
Ram,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे नाम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna,
नाम
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna,
नाम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे
Hare
नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे
Rama, Hare Rama,
नाम
Rama
हरे हरे
Rama, Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram, Hare
राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Chaitanya
Hare
Prabhu
Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Advaita
Hare Ram,
Gadadhara
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivadhadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Jai
Ram Ram
Shri
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Hare Krishna
Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara
Hare
Sri
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Bhakta
Hare Hare
Vrinda Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Jai Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Nam
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Nam Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Nam
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Jai Shri Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
जय
Krishna
जय
Krishna
चैतन्य
Hare
प्रभु
Hare
नित्यानंद
Hare
श्री
Ram Hare
अद्वैत
Hare
श्री
Hare Krishna
अंसादि गौरभक्त
Krishna
वृंद
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Hare
Advaita
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Sri
Ram Ram
Damodarastakam.
Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna
But
Krishna
on
Hare
this,
Hare
the
Ram
third night of the
Ram Hare
festival
Hare
and
Krishna,
the
Krishna
actual
Krishna Krishna
Diwali
Hare Hare
day,
Hare Ram
there would be
Ram Hare
special
Hare Krishna,
celebrations
Krishna
in
Krishna
Nanda
Krishna Hare
Maharaj's
Hare
kingdom.
Ram Ram Hare
For
Hare
it was on this
Hare
night,
Krishna,
long
Krishna Krishna
ago,
Krishna Hare
that
Hare
Lord
Ram Ram
Ramachandra
Hare Hare
returned to
Krishna, Krishna
Ayodhya
Krishna
with
Krishna
Sita
Hare Hare
Devi.
Ram
It was a
Hare Hare
special day.
Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare
The sun
Hare
had yet to
Ram Hare
rise,
Hare Krishna,
and
Krishna
all was
Krishna
still.
Krishna Hare Hare
Gradually, as the light
Ram
of dawn
Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Sri
Krishna
Damodarastakam,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Sri
Hare
Dama,
Jai Shri Krishna
embraced
Jai
Krishna,
Prabhu
while some other
Nityananda
boys
Hare
balanced on the
Advaita
trunks
Gadadhara
of the trees,
Hari Gaura
saying,
Bhakta
"Look
Vrinda
at
Hare
me!"
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Finally,
Hare Hare
they gathered.
Hare Ram Ram Hare
We
Hare
saw you
Krishna
pull
Krishna
them
Krishna Krishna
down with the
Hare Hare
mortar.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
from
Krishna
nearby
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे 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 कृष्ण
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
हरे
Hare Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Hare
नाम
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna
राम
Krishna Hare Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Hare
हरे
Hare Hare Krishna
राम
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Hare Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Krishna
नाम
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare
राम
Hare Krishna
नाम हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम नाम
Hare
हरे हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे
Hare Rama Rama
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna
नाम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे
Ram
राम
Hare
नाम हरे
Krishna
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna 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 Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे राम नाम हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Ram Ram Nam
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Nam Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Nam
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Nam
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram Nam Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram
Nam
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Nam
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Nam
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Nam Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Nam Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Nam
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Nam
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Nam Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Nam Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Nam Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Nam, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Nam, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Nam, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Nam, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
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 Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
Hare
प्रभु
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
नित्यानंद
Hare
श्री
Hare, Hare
अद्वैत
Krishna,
गदाधर श्रीमंतादि गौर भक्त वृंद
Hare Ram, Hare
हरे
Ram, Ram Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna, Hare
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare
राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे 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 राम 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 हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare,
राम राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram Ram
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare Hare,
हरे हरे राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Hare,
Advaita
Ram Ram
Gadadhar
Ram.
Shivasadi Gaur
Hare
Bhakta.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna everyone. So we'll read Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let's see. Or Damodar Janni will read a little bit. We'll read Govardhan Puja from the 10th canto. Which chapter is it? Govardhan Puja is chapter number Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna. So let's see. Krishna lifting Govardhan here. Krishna. Worshipping Govardhan here. 1024. So we'll read a few verses. In this chapter, Lord Shri Krishna crushes the pride of Indra by prohibiting a sacrifice intended for him and initiating a substitute sacrifice in worship of Govardhan Hill. When Sri Krishna saw the cowherd men busily preparing for a sacrifice to Indra, he inquired about it from their king, Nanda. Nanda explained that the rain given by Indra enables all living entities to maintain their lives, and that this sacrifice therefore would be executed to satisfy him. Krishna responded, it is because of karma alone that living entities take their birth in a certain body. experience varieties of happiness and suffering in that body, and then give it up as the karma pertaining to it runs out. Thus, it is karma alone that it is our enemy. That is our enemy, our friend, our guru, and our lord. And Indra can do nothing to alter the happiness and distress of anyone, for everyone is tightly bound by his karmic reaction. In the Brahma Samhita, it is described Jastvendriyam athavendra aho swakarma. Jastva indra gopam athavendram aho swakarma. Bandhanurupam falabhajanamatanoti. Karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Everybody in this world is going through that karma, right from the king of heaven Indra to the small insect Indra Gop. Everybody is going through their karma. And for a certain period of time, as long as karma is there, we stay in this body and we experience different kinds of happiness and distress within the body. And then when karma runs out in this body, our time is over, then we go and take another body. So that is what Krishna is saying, that karma is supreme and we don't need to worship Indra. It all depends. Happiness and distress comes from karma, not from Indra. So even if you don't worship Indra, in your destiny, if it is going to rain, it will rain. So no need to worship Indra. That's what he's saying. The material modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance bring about the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this world. The clouds give forth rain, and when they are impelled by the mode of passion, and cowherds prosper by protecting the cows. Furthermore, the cowherds proper residence is in the forest and on the hills. So everybody is under the influence of the modes of material nature. So out of the mode of passion, the clouds will give rain. So everything in this world is basically under the control of the modes of nature. And so we are doing our karma and everything is impelled by the modes of nature. So that's what he's saying, that this is what is supreme. Furthermore, the cowherd's proper residence is in the forest and on the hills. Therefore, you should offer worship to cows, brahmanas, and Govardhan hill. So cows, they reside on hills and in the forest. So we should worship Govardhan, he's saying. So sometimes people say that karma is supreme. You don't have to do anything, but just do good karma and you will have all happiness, which is correct, right? Because in one sense, if you do good activities, then you will get good results. That is how the material world is set up. If you do punya karma, then you will get happiness, material happiness. But the problem is that material happiness is only for a certain time. And when we live in this material world, we are influenced by the modes of nature. So we don't only do punya, we do pap also. So because our consciousness is not clean, so if we were only doing good activities, it was one thing. But we do both good and bad activities. And that's why our consciousness is not clean, and that's why we get happiness and we suffer. And let's say we only do punya karma, then also there is a problem, because it is temporary. Even if you get material happiness, you may get the position of Brahma if you do properly varnashram for 100 lifetimes. But still, Brahma also has to die after his. So you can't live in this material world forever in the body that you get according to your karma. So that is another problem with this philosophy. So karma is supreme. It can give you and karma, results of karma are also given by somebody. When there is a law, there has to be somebody who is who's enforcing the law. For instance, there is some law that if you do this, you will get, like in banks, they have a thing that promotion, right? That if you do like this, then you will get $100 or $300 bonus. So there's a promotion. That's like the law. And if you follow that, then after some time, then you will get the bonus in your account. But some person is doing that, right? Some person has set it up, and he is responsible for managing this. So, so behind the karma also there is the Supreme Lord. So karma doesn't just, sometimes it appears very impersonal, that karma is just like happening on its own. There is some laws, and the laws, yes, scientific laws are like that, right? That when you throw up a ball, then the ball has to come down because there is law of gravity, and nothing can prevent it. So there is certain laws. So we think that karma is also like that. There are certain laws, and they just act independently. But behind all the laws, there is somebody who has made the laws and who is enforcing the laws. So law of gravitation is there. Yes, when you throw a ball up, then it has to come down, at least on Earth. But that law was made by Krishna. Then it didn't just for scientists, the laws just happen to be there. But in Vedic understanding, we say no, the laws are there, but the laws are existing because there is somebody who has created it like that, and he is enforcing the law. If he decides not to enforce the law, he can choose not to enforce the law. That's when somebody when becomes a devotee, then Krishna can decide not to enforce the law of karma, and he can say no. Even he may have done so many things in the past, I will not give him reaction. So, or he will tell the demigods, you cannot give him the reaction because he has become a devotee. So that is Krishna's prerogative. So that's only how we can become free from all this, our past karma and so many things. So after Krishna spoke thus, he arranged for the cow. Yeah.
And in this world, it's very hard to avoid unknowingly committing sins. Like if you walk on this street, you can maybe killing ants under your feet. According to the karma law, I mean, you will also be killed if you're killing a living entity. So many people say, right, why to worship God? Just do good, but unknowingly you're committing some sins, and even so many products have animal things in it. Even if you don't eat meat, but animals are being killed, and you are using those products that have that.
Correct. Like even in cars, sometimes there are, we try to avoid and we try to have fabric seats, right, which is made of cloth. But then they will say, oh, there is on the steering there is some leather there. So that came from the hide of the cow. So that cow that was killed, and there is something like that. So everywhere in Kali Yuga, every endeavor is covered by some kind of fault, and so it is not possible to be absolutely sinless in this material world. So unknowingly also we use so many products, and which are coming from exploitation of other living beings. So like that, we can't be perfectly sinless. And even supposing if we were, still it doesn't solve the problem, because what will happen is, if when you have a lot of material happiness, it the way Krishna has set it up is that for whoever is born, they're supposed to die. So even Indra, in the material world, anybody who is born, even Brahma is in the material world, Indra, everybody has to die. So that's the problem. Yeah. So that is the and Indra, of course, we know he has also anxiety, because he is also very worried. So material world always full of anxiety, because our position is not secure, and we are trying to hold on to the position. And there are so many threats to our position. Economy may not work out, so many things. Our job may go, our health may fail, There are so many threats to our enjoyment in this world. Some accident may happen. I may lose all my money and so many things. My relationships may not work out. So many things. So after Krishna spoke thus, he arranged for the cowherd men to worship Govardhan with the paraphernalia collected for the sacrifice to Indra. So he said, yeah, we should worship. He then assumed a huge, unprecedented transcendental form and devoured all the food and other offerings presented to Govardhan. So this is like the summary. So Govardhan ate everything. As he did so, he proclaimed to the cowherd community that although they had worshipped Indra for so long, he had never appeared in person. Whereas Govardhan himself had now manifested before their eyes and eaten their offerings of foodstuffs. So Krishna is saying that we are worshipping Indra so many years you have been worshipping, but Indra never came. But here see, Govardhan is taking all our offerings. We are worshipping Govardhan, and Govardhan is taking all our offerings. That's Krishna in the form of Govardhan. Therefore, they should all now offer obeisances to Govardhan hill. So Krishna bowed down, and all the Vrajavasis, they bowed down to Govardhan hill, who was accepting their offerings, and that was also Krishna. Then Lord Krishna joined the cowherds in offering obeisances to his own newly assumed form. So Krishna is offering obeisances to Krishna. The little Krishna offering obeisances to Krishna in the form of the huge form on Govardhan. And I think the cowherd men may also know, oh, see, this is Krishna. They could see probably the form. It is the same as our little Krishna's form. I don't know, we'll see what they felt when they saw the form of Krishna. So, the first verse. Shukdev Goswami said, while staying in that very place with his brother Baldev, Lord Krishna happened to see the cowherd men busily arranging for a sacrifice to Indra. So Krishna and Balaram were staying, and everybody was so busy. According to Srila Sridhar Swami and other acharyas, the word Tatraiva in this verse indicates that Lord Krishna stayed in the village of the Brahmanas, whose wives had satisfied him by their devotion. So prior to this chapter is the chapter of the Brahmanas' wives who gave food to Krishna and were blessed. So Krishna stayed in their village. Thus he gave his mercy to the Brahmanas as well as to their chaste wives, who had no one to associate with except their husbands. In that place, the cowherd men, headed by Lord Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj, were some other. So in that village where Brahmanas were staying with their wives who got the mercy of Krishna, Nanda Maharaj was performing a yajna, where somehow or other preparing an elaborate sacrifice to Lord Indra, and Lord Krishna reacted as follows. So everybody was very busy because it's a big yajna. So they have to collect all the paraphernalia, do organization, everything. So everybody was very busy. And Krishna noticed this. Being the omniscient super soul, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation. He knows everything. Krishna knows. Yet he still humbly inquired from the elders, headed by his father Nanda Maharaj. Okay. Lord Krishna, so he is pretending, Lord Krishna knows everything, was eager to enact his pastime of lifting Govardhan hill. So Krishna knows what he is going to do in the future and defeating the false pride of Indra. And thus he cleverly inquired from his father about the imminent sacrifice. Lord Krishna said, my dear father, kindly explain to me what this great endeavor of yours is all about. Why are you working so hard? What is this? What is it meant to accomplish? If this is a ritual sacrifice, then for whose satisfaction is it intended? And by what means is it going to be executed? What is the purpose of this yagna? Krishna is asking, because anything we do must have some purpose. So what is the purpose of this yagna? And if it's just a ritual, then ultimately for whom it is, whom are you satisfying? And how is it going to be executed? Please tell me about it. Oh Father, I have a great desire to know, and I am ready to hear in good faith. Certainly, no secrets are to be kept by saintly personalities. He says, I want to know, please tell me. And there's, if you are doing it secretly, but I'm your. So, certainly, no secrets are to be kept by saintly personalities who see all others as equal to themselves, who have no conception of mine and another's, and who do not consider who is a friend, who is an enemy, and who is neutral. Lord Krishna's father might have thought that his son was a mere child and thus could not properly question the validity of a Vedic sacrifice. But Lord's clever statement here would certainly have convinced Nanda that Sri Krishna was making a serious, not a whimsical inquiry, and that a serious answer should thus be given. So he's saying there should be no secrets. A saintly person should not keep anything secret because he has nothing to hide, and he doesn't think of me and mine. He considers everybody as equal, like that. So you should tell me. And then he will say, well, even if you think, I think in Anand Vrindavan Champu or somewhere, I'm your family member. So even if you want to keep secret, but family members you should tell. So like that he will say. He's trying to convince Nanda Maharaj because Nanda Maharaj may think he's just asking some things, like he's a little child who takes a little child seriously. So Krishna was a little serious. He wanted to know. One who is neutral and may be avoided may like an enemy, but a friend should be considered like one's own self. Now he's saying, after saying everybody should be treated equal, he's saying one who is neutral may be avoided like an enemy. One who is not interested or like that can be avoided, but I am your well-wisher, like that. Something, a friend should be considered like one's own self. Even if Nanda Maharaj did not see friends, enemies and neutral parties as entirely equal, Lord Krishna, being Nanda Maharaj's son, was certainly a most trustworthy friend, therefore should not be left out of intimate discussions. In other words, Nanda Maharaj might have thought that as a householder he could not act on the highest saintly platform. So he may not have the sannyasi consciousness, Vasudeva Kutumbikam, but he's a householder. So Lord Krishna said, but still, I am like your friend, I am your family member. And thus Lord Krishna furnished additional reasons why his father should trust him and reveal the entire purpose of the sacrifice. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, Nanda Maharaj stood silent, doubting his position of parental aloofness. Since Garga Muni had predicted that his son would be equal to Narayan in his qualities, and the young boy had already conquered and killed many powerful demons. Okay, so what is happening to Nanda Maharaj? He is remembering Garga Muni's prediction. So, doubting his position of parental aloofness. So he is being aloof as a parent and he's thinking, well, this my son is actually equal to Narayan in qualities. Like that, some thought is going through his mind. When people in this world perform activities, sometimes they understand what they are doing and sometimes they don't. Those who know what they are doing achieve success in their work, whereas ignorant people do not. Of course, everybody does, in their mind, they have a purpose for why they are doing what they are doing. Sometimes mad people don't have any purpose, but the purpose has to be legitimate or it has to be worthy, right? Everybody can have a purpose. Bhagavatam says you work very hard, but the purpose is not to develop Krishna consciousness, then you are working uselessly. So they have their, materialistic people also have their purpose. And of course, they achieve success in their work, like if they are very determined to get what they want, and if they have the karma, then they can get success in their work. But ignorant people do not. Anyway, so that's what he's saying. The Lord here informs that his father that people should perform a particular ceremony or activity only after thoroughly understanding it through discussion with friends. We should not be blind followers of tradition. If a person doesn't even know what he's doing, how can he be successful in his work? So he's saying, you are doing this yagna, have you consulted your friends and have you taken proper guidance? We should not just do it blindly because there is tradition. This essentially is the Lord's argument in this verse. Because Nanda Maharaj may be doing because his forefathers were doing it. So he says, have you consulted everybody? Like discussing it. This essentially is the Lord's argument in this verse. Since Sri Krishna is the young child of Nanda, which naturally be expected to show enthusiasm for his father's religious activities, it was the father's duty to give the son a thorough explanation of the ceremony. So Krishna has to be like in harmony with Nanda Maharaj's interest, and he has to be very enthusiastic about Nanda Maharaj's activities. So Nanda Maharaj should explain to him what he's doing, why he's doing. Okay. Such being the case, this ritualistic endeavor of yours should be clearly explained to me. Is it a ceremony based on scriptural injunction or simply a custom of ordinary society? Krishna is going on and on. He's trying to find out. Tell me what is this? Is it mentioned in some Shastra or is it just some custom? Nanda Maharaj replied, the great Lord Indra is the controller of rain. The clouds are his personal representatives and they directly provide rainwater, which gives happiness and sustenance to all creatures. Without clear rainwater, the earth could not possibly provide food or drink for anyone, nor could there be cleanliness. Thus, it would be difficult to overestimate the value of rain. So, a lot of water comes in the springs and from rain, like that. So, rain sustains everything, Nanda Maharaj is saying, and Indra is in charge of the rain. Not only we, my dear son, but also many other men worship him. So he's saying, we are not the only ones to worship Indra. Others also worship the Lord and Master of the rain-giving clouds. So Nanda Maharaj is strengthening his explanation by saying, not only I am doing it, but others also are doing it. Like Arjuna also strengthens his argument about Krishna as the Supreme Lord by saying that not only I am saying, but others have also said, Ahustom Rishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradastata Asito Devala Vyasa Svayam Chaiva Pravishimi. So others are also saying this. They are also. So we offer him grain and other paraphernalia of worship produced through his own discharge in the form of rain. So it is because of the rain that everything is growing, and that is yagna, right? The rains come because of yagna, and because of yagna there is production of crops. The cows eat the crops, then they give us milk, and the milk is then transformed into ghee, into butter and ghee, and the ghee is used in the sacrifice of the yagna, and because of again it rains, like that. So there is a whole kind of a circular cycle. So Nanda Maharaj patiently tried to explain the facts of life to his young son, Sri Krishna. But in fact, Nanda and all the residents of Vrindavan would learn an astonishing lesson, as explained in this chapter. So it is because of rains given by Indra that we are offering all the things that is produced from rain back to him. By accepting the remnants of sacrifices performed to Indra, people sustain their lives and accomplish the threefold aims of religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification. So dharma, artha, and kama is fulfilled by what Indra will do for us. Thus, Lord Indra is the agent responsible for the fruitive success of industrious people. One might object that people can sustain themselves by farming, industry, and so on. But as previously mentioned, all human and non human endeavor depends on food and drink, which cannot be produced without ample rain. By the word Trivarga, Nanda further points out that prosperity achieved through sacrifice for Indra is meant not merely for sense gratification but also for the religiosity and economic development. Unless people are well fed, it is difficult for them to execute their duties, and without performance of duty, it is very difficult to be religious. Annat bhavanti bhutani, parjanya danna sambhava. All living entities subsist on grains. And if they are not energetic, then they cannot perform their duties, right? If health is lost, if they become weak because they have nothing to eat, then how can they perform their duties and be religious? So Indra is sustaining all of us in the form of rain. That's what he's saying, okay. Then this religious principle is based on sound tradition. Anyone who rejects it out of lust, enmity, fear, or greed will certainly fail to achieve good fortune. So he's telling Krishna, if we don't do this yagna, then we will not achieve good fortune. Rains will not come, and if we reject the Vedic principles and act out of our own whims, yaha shastra vidhi mutsrijya vartate kama karata. Nasa siddhim avapnoti, na sakham na param gatim. It's kind of saying like that. If you act whimsically and reject it, then we will not get the desired result. If a person neglects his religious duties because of lust, envy, fear, or greed, his life will never be brilliant or perfect. Shukdev Goswami said, when Lord Keshava heard the statements of his father Nanda and other senior residents of Raj, he addressed his father as follows: to arouse anger in Lord Indra. So he wanted to make Lord Indra angry. Already he had become proud. And if he became angry, then the Leela would go on, right? Then he would send the Sanvartaka clouds and so demigods, although it is happening in this earth and Indra is in heaven, Indra can hear somehow what Krishna is speaking to Nanda Maharaj. Srila Sridhar Swami explains that Lord Krishna's intention was not to simply insult a demigod, but rather to knock down the great mountain of false pride that had arisen within Lord's tiny servant, who was supposed to represent the Lord as Indra. So already before this only, before Krishna spoke, Indra already had pride and Krishna detected the pride. So this Krishna arranged this whole pastime so that Indra would become humble again and realize who he is getting his power from. So he had forgotten that he is the Lord's tiny servant and he is representing the Lord. By lifting Govardhan hill, Lord Krishna would thus initiate a blissful and annual festival called Govardhan Puja, and he would further enjoy the pleasant pastime of dwelling for several days beneath the hill with all his loving devotees. So, multiple things Krishna does with one act. So he destroyed the pride of Indra and also reciprocated with all the Vrajvasis' desires continuously for 7 days without any separation. Lord Krishna said, it is by the force of karma that a living entity takes birth, and it is by karma alone that he meets his destruction. So he's taking Indra out of the picture. His happiness, distress, fear, and sense of security all arise as the effects of karma. Lord Krishna minimized the importance of the demigods by speaking the philosophy known as Karmavad or Karma Mimamsa, which basically is atheism with a belief in reincarnation. So Karma Mimamsa philosophy, the laws of karma are supreme and we keep reincarnating according to the laws of karma. That's it. There is no God, nothing. So that's why it is atheism. According to this philosophy, there are subtle laws of nature that reward or punish us according to how we act. As you sow, so shall you reap. In a future life, one reaps the fruit of his present work, and this is the sum and substance of reality. That's all. The karma is you do karma and you are getting results, and you go from one body to the next and just keep going like that. There is no God and there is no moksha like that. Lord Krishna, being God himself, could hardly be a serious proponent of this mediocre philosophy. But he is telling the philosophy, I mean, he is God, so why would he propagate such a philosophy which is atheistic in nature? But to convince Nanda Maharaj, uh, Krishna can do anything. He can use anything, he can say anything, and he can convince. Like Nimai Pandit, right? He would. What would Nimai Pandit do? He
I
would.
was thinking the same thing. He would put forth an argument, and then with the other person, he would defeat the other person, and then he would defeat his own argument.
Correct. And then he would re-establish again the same point. Then he'd go back and forth, and people would feel like, "Oh my God, this is too much." And Lord can do because he is supremely intelligent, and he can convince anybody if he wants. So he can. He's doing like that. Okay. So he was simply teaching his pure devotees by preaching it. Srila Jiva Goswami points out that Lord Krishna was thinking. So Jiva Goswami reveals the mind of Krishna. Why are these eternal associates of mine, appearing as my father and other relatives and friends, so caught up in the worship of Indra? So he also wanted to stop demigod. They are his associates. Why are they worshipping Indra? Thus, although the Lord's main purpose was to take away the false pride of Indra, he also wanted to remind his eternal devotees that they did not divert their attention to other so called gods, since in fact his devotees were already living with the Supreme Absolute Truth, the Almighty Lord Himself. So they were living with Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Of course, they didn't know His God, right? Because of Yoga Maya. But why would they worship somebody else? Like, if you have Krishna with you, then why would you divert your attention to somebody else? That's what he also wanted to establish from this pastime. Even if there is some supreme controller who awards all others the result of their activities, he must also depend upon a performer's engaging in activity. He's saying even like, yeah, he has to be fair, so he has to award according to karma. Unless somebody does something, then how can even the supreme controller, even if there was a supreme controller, he has to take into account what the person has done. After all, there is no question of being the bestower of fruitive results unless fruitive activities have actually been performed. So how can you give the result? He's saying, Krishna is saying, without doing anything, without the person doing activities, then how can even the supreme controller give any results? Which he can give, but he's saying like this. Here Lord Krishna argues that if there is a supreme controller, he must depend on a performer of activity to reciprocate with. And we must therefore also be subject to the laws of karma. Being obliged to avoid happiness and distress to conditioned souls according to laws of good and evil. So even the supreme controller must be under the influence of karma. And according to that he does his activity. He's saying. This superficial argument neglects the obvious point that the laws of nature that prescribe the good and bad results of pious and impious acts are themselves creations of the all-good Supreme Lord. Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. So all good and bad activities, what is good activity, what is bad activity, is defined by the Lord. So this act will give you this result, this act will give you this result. Who has defined that? This is coming from Supreme Lord. Being the creator and sustainer of these laws, the Lord is not subject to them. So that is Namam Karmani Limpanti. Nama Karma Phales Friya. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, I am not bound by the by law of karma. Sometimes people think like that. Krishna also is under the influence of law of karma. But then if that was so, then he would not be God. Because then law of karma is God, is the supreme, because the God is subordinate to the laws. So in our mind sometimes we come up with this, that law is same, law is the highest. But example was given, right? You give the example that how when there is a red light, we have to stop. But if the president is going, he doesn't have to stop at a red light. And there is nobody to give him a ticket. Of course, like a analogy like that. But yeah, so the Lord is not bound by the laws of karma. So even kings sometimes are exempt, and you know, even in this world. Furthermore, the Lord is not dependent on the work of the conditioned souls, since that is satisfied and complete. And we may think it is not fair, because everybody should be bound by the law of karma. Everybody, law is the highest. So we have this idea of equal vision, and everybody should be like equal and everything. And so the Lord also should be under the law of karma, as is everybody else. So because the laws apply equally to everybody, no one is exempt. No one is above the law. Something like that they say. But God is above the law. Yes, in this world we can have this kind of thing. No one is, but God is above the law, so He can do. So that is the main obstacle sometimes for people to accept that God is independent and He is not bound by any law of karma and like that. And that's why, sometimes people ask, well, how did He come into existence? Who created Him? So like that. But we understand everything is eternal. We as souls are also Lord's energy, and we are eternal like the Lord. So Lord is, it is like that. I mean, we cannot say why it is like that. Why of all the souls, there is one soul who is supreme. Why is it made like that? We may think like that. Why is it like that? Why is there one person who is supreme? That's how it is. Um, and that's why those who are very like, those who think too much, then they think, well, this can't happen like this. So there cannot be any God. Furthermore, the Lord is not dependent on the work of the conditioned souls, since He is satisfied and complete within Himself. Lord is not bound by the law of karma, and He is independent of the conditioned souls. He doesn't have to depend on anybody. Out of His all merciful nature, He awards the result appropriate to our activities. That which we call destiny, fate, or karma is an elaborate and subtle system of rewards and punishment meant for gradually encouraging conditioned souls to evolve to the stage of perfect consciousness, which is their original constitutional nature. Okay, it's a big purport. So basically, it is this whole material world with its system of reward and punishments, the whole system of law of karma, is ultimately meant to take us out of this material world and come to our perfect consciousness that I am servant of Krishna. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead has so dexterously formulated and applied the laws of material nature governing punishment and reward for human behavior that the living being is discouraged from sin and encouraged towards goodness. So we don't like suffering. So Krishna has made this world in such a way that we don't, if we don't want suffering, then we should not engage in sinful activities. Of course, sometimes people are doing sin, but they are enjoying, right? Many people are eating cow's flesh in this country, and they are enjoying, they are having a good, nice time. So, but because of their previous past karma, they are still, this karma is not caught up with them. But otherwise, Krishna has created the laws of material nature in such a way that those who, that human being is discouraged from sinning and encouraged towards goodness without suffering and significant interference with his free will as an eternal soul. So Krishna has made it such a way that if you follow the law of karma, and he does not interfere with the free will of the jiva. So you keep doing good activities, you will get good results. You do bad activities, so like that. Some laws are there, and for the ordinary people, he just they are under the laws of karma. Krishna is not. Of course, they are under Krishna only, but Krishna does not interfere in their with them because they don't want to connect with him. So he lets them. Of course, as Paramatma, he's there in the heart and he's waiting. In contrast to the material nature, the Lord exhibits his essential nature in the spiritual world, where he reciprocates the eternal love of his pure devotees. So in the spiritual world, he is having a loving relationship with all. Such loving affairs are based completely on the mutual freedom of the Lord and his devotees, not on mechanical reciprocation of coinciding selfish interests. So they don't have like any common interest to fulfill in one sense, selfish common interests which coincides. Like in a company, everybody is interested in making money, let's say. So they are like, doing something together for their mutual selfish interests. Like everybody is interested in sense gratification. So people unite for a particular cause or something in families for the purpose of mutual sense gratification. Of course, you may say, well, there is also, and in the spiritual world, there is complete freedom. There is no slavery or like that, but it is spontaneous love between the Lord and his devotees. So, such loving affairs are based completely on the mutual freedom of the Lord and his devotees, not on mechanical reciprocation of coinciding selfish interests. The Supreme Lord, assisted by his pure devotees, repeatedly offers the conditioned souls of this world the opportunity to go give up their bizarre attempt. So our attempt to enjoy in this material world is very, very bizarre, very awkward, you can say, very strange. Attempt at exploiting the material universes and go back home, back to Godhead for an eternal life of bliss and knowledge. So again and again we are getting the opportunity. As soon as we get a human form of life, yesterday we were mentioning that human form of life is very rare and we should all feel very like happy. Just that we have got this human form of life and we have the opportunity to practice devotional service. We should be so enthusiastic and so jubilant, so happy that I have the opportunity now to make a solution to my all miseries of life, birth, death, old age, disease, and I can. So it's an opportunity. Like when people get an opportunity, right, something, then they feel very, very happy materially. So we should always be so much enthusiasm and so much joy that we got this human form of life. Like if you got a lottery suddenly, like you get $100 million lottery, your joy will know no bounds, right? You will be so happy, so happy. $100 million. Now I don't have to work. I can just enjoy this life, and I can go anywhere I want. I don't have to go a 9 to 5 job, and I have to do so much struggle and study this and that. I can just enjoy. I can so many things you can imagine what you can do if you are like. I'm talking about just not you, but you as you are all devotees. But generally speaking, even devotees may get excited. Oh, I got $100 million, such a wonderful. Of course, they may use it in Krishna's service. But I may buy a nice house. I'll buy a nice house for $5 million, and for this much I will do this I will do this like money. Then I will invest this much money. Then I'll make more money. And I'll be so excited about the whole. So actually, we should be feeling so excited. We got this human form of life after going through so much struggle in so many species of life. Now I have the opportunity to go back home to a life of eternal bliss and knowledge, you know, forever. So we should be dancing in joy, but rather we are stressed out, we are depressed because we still think, and because we want to enjoy materially, and things are not working out, and there is so many things we have to make sure to set things right for our material enjoyment. So we're working very, very hard, to set up things for material enjoyment, and that's why we are exhausted. Pafa, babama. We are doing a lot of parishram, hard work, and that's why we are feeling all this stress, and things are working out sometimes, things are not working out, and so that's all the problem. But actually, we should be very joyful and happy because now I got the opportunity to serve Krishna and like go back home, back to Lord. Considering all these points, the atheistic arguments are given here by Lord Krishna in a playful mood are not to be taken seriously. Okay, so yeah, it's given Karma Mimamsa philosophy, but it's not to be. Living beings in this world are forced to experience the consequences of their own particular previous work. Since Lord Indra cannot in any way change the destiny of human beings, which is born of their own nature, why should people worship him? So Indra can't change anybody's karma. Why we should worship Indra? He's saying. Everybody is getting the result of their karma, and Indra can't change it. So if in our karma rain is destined to come, it will come. We don't have to worship Indra. Lord Krishna's argument here is not a negation of free will. So things are happening to us because of our past karma. If one accepts the existence of karma as a system of laws, avoiding reactions for our present activities, then we ourselves, according to our nature, will decide our future. So man is the architect of his destiny. So we all have the opportunity to become pure devotees of Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. So everybody has that. We can make our own destiny. Like some people, they decide, I will become this lawyer, I'll become a doctor, and they work for it. And they achieve it. They have decided. So according to your karma, you are getting the results. So Krishna is saying like that. We'll decide our future. So whatever we are doing now is going to happen in his next life is going to be according to what we are doing now. Like if you study in the college, then after what will happen? You will pass out and then you will get a job. So immediately you don't get a job, but because you are studying nicely and in the school like that, whatever, and then you are getting a degree and then you will get some employment like that. So we should be we should think, what should I do now that I will get a better life in the future? And what we should do ultimately is Krishna consciousness, because there is no better life in this material world. Even if you go to the highest position, Prabhupada said one time, there is no better position. Of course, we may say Indra's position is better, Brahma's position is better than ours because they live for a very long time and they don't have so much distress like us. But there's all materially, on the material platform only. And that will also be finished. So that's the temporary part. Our happiness and distress in this life have already been adjudicated and fixed according to our previous activities. So depending on the body we get, our karma. Sometimes they say, well, from the past life, but in this life also our activities will determine our happiness and distress also, and past lives also. It's a mixture of everything. It's a cumulative effect of everything. And he's saying, or not even the demigods can change that. So, like the astrologers, they tell, this is the lifespan, this many years. At the time of birth only they can tell. Oh, this person will live for this many years. That means from the child has not done any karma yet, but from his previous karma, what he has done, they can tell. This is what he is going to have. This much money he will make. This much, or whatever they say. So they must award us the prosperity or poverty, sickness or health, happiness or distress due us by our previous work. However, we'll still retain the freedom to select a pious or impious mode of activity in this life. And the choice we make will determine our future suffering and enjoyment. So, for example, if I was pious in my last life, in this life the demigods may award me great material wealth, but I am free to spend my riches for good or for bad purposes, and my choice will determine my future life. So I may have gotten a lot of money because of previous pious activities, but now what I am doing with that money is deciding my future life. I am using it for good or bad purposes. Thus, although no one can change the karmic results due him in this life, everyone still retains his free will, by which he determines what his future situation will be. So, karmic results cannot be changed, but it can be changed, as we know. Prabhupada says by Bhakti Yoga, it can be destroyed. But also, when we get reactions, then how we act on in that, how we respond to those occurrences because of our past karmas, that will determine our future. Of course, we say we have free will and we can respond how we choose to respond, but that is also governed by the laws of karma, by the modes of material nature, how we will respond. So, really, until we take up Krishna consciousness, we have very less free will because we are under the modes of nature. But if you chant Hare Krishna and do this, then your ability to say no to certain things and to yes to certain things becomes greater and greater because you are now rising above the modes of material nature. But otherwise, we may say yes, we have free will, but that free will, because we are influenced by the modes of nature, because of the karma we have done in our previous lives and in this lives, we are in a certain mode, so we'll respond in a certain way only. So, by which he determines what his future situation will be. Lord Krishna's argument here is quite interesting. However, it neglects the overriding consideration that we are all eternal servants of God and must satisfy him by all that we do.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, for this point, can we take any example, Prabhu? Like, even though we say we have real freedom, but our actions are still not completely free, right? I mean, any example that we can take to understand this better?
Yeah, so let's say I've drunk alcohol for a long time, and the result of drinking that alcohol is that I get some problem, liver damage, and like that. So I'm getting that, but still, uh, I'm getting that reaction, and I may decide not to drink alcohol because I have a free will, because I got the result from my past, whatever activities I've done. But now I still have the choice, but because I'm addicted to drinking alcohol, even though I know that this is bad for me, I'm still forced to. So I have a free will, right? I have a free will to live it and not do it. But because I've been conditioned in a certain way for us for a long time, so now what is happening is that I'm not able to exercise my free will. Although I know, but I'm not able to like act on it because I've been conditioned in that way for a long time. So I'll still drink alcohol. even though I know that this has given me like this liver problem or whatever, I will still do it. So although I have free will, but I'm not, because I have conditioned myself because of the modes of nature, certain way the conditioning is. So it is difficult to get out. But only when we practice spiritual life, we surrender to Krishna, then Krishna says, Devi Esha Gunamayi, Mama Maya Durattaya. He says, yeah, you can get out of the influence of modes of nature only when you take up, like, surrender to Krishna. So the more we surrender to Krishna, the less is the influence of the modes of material nature. And the more we don't surrender, then the more the influence of modes of. So without surrendering, we may say we have free will, but we are constantly under the modes of material nature. The only independence we may have, we can say, well, then to surrender to Krishna is also, is it possible? Yes, that is the minute independence. Prabhupada says that still we can surrender to Krishna even even we are influenced by the modes of nature. We can still engage in devotional service and slowly will. So in that way, our like many things we want to do but we can't do, and many things we want to do we can't do. Many things we don't want to do in everybody's life we can see that. So because that is the influence of the modes of material nature, our mind is made in certain way because of the conditioning and all the things that we have done. So that's what I was referring to. But here, yeah, still you have the choice, right? I mean, things are happening to you, but you still have, and if you're Krishna conscious, then you can say, okay, I'm getting this suffering, but like you slapped me. Now, whether I'll slap you back or not, that's my choice. How I'll react to your slapping me. So I may decide not to slap you back. Right? So that free will you have, but sometimes it's like we say it's free will and we think we are doing it, but actually prakrite kriyamanani gunai karamani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna says it is all because of the modes of nature, but we think I have done it, I have responded to this situation. So actually free will means to actually use free will nicely, means to do it in so that you don't get entangled more again in that karma, and do activity which will bring you closer to Krishna. So, okay, so if I'm in the mode of passion and you slap me, then I'll slap you back. So because the mode of passion is like that. But maybe if I'm in the mode of goodness, then maybe I will say, okay, he slapped me. Maybe I had slapped him in his. I slapped somebody or this person in my previous life. I'm getting the results of my karma. Why should I further slap him and get entangled more in this? I will forgive him, maybe something like that. You can say, I will not, you know. So, but that is possible only when you have like your. Theoretically, it is possible, but depending on the modes you are in, you will react according to it. So, like
I
this
think
was.
that's why I think
Yeah.
Prabhupada mentioned that there is no real freedom. I think
Yeah, the only freedom is minute independence
I
to
used to
serve.
think,
Yeah, serve Krishna
yeah.
or not serve. Yeah, what do you used to think?
No, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Last time when in Srila Prabhupada saying there is no real freedom, I was actually was not clear in my mind why Srila Prabhupada say there is no real freedom. But these are the way you explain. I mean, this help to understand there is no real freedom in the material world.
Because everybody is
So
under the modes of nature, right? So,
yeah,
but there, yeah, sometimes we make some choices like that, and some little freedom may be there, but only our real freedom manifests when we surrender to Krishna. Then we can say, oh no, no to things which are not favorable, yes to things that are favorable for Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, according to our, yeah. And Krishna also gives buddhi, right? He says, if you serve me, then dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upyanti. So ultimately, all this Krishna's, without Krishna, we cannot get out of these modes of material nature. So, like, those who are addicted to drugs, to leave drugs is so difficult. But because they chanted Hare Krishna and they were with Prabhupada, they left drugs. So difficult to get free. Yeah. I think Radhika wants.
And that we say is spiritual strength, right? To do the right thing. It comes by following the instructions of the Guru.
Correct. We have to, yes, that's the desire is there, and then Krishna reciprocates with that desire by giving us the intelligence and everything. So ultimately, everything we say is based on desire also, and then Krishna provides us the intelligence and all the strength and everything. So even if we can't do certain things, if we have desire and we pray to Krishna, like I'm not able to chant nicely, for instance, but I'm desiring, I want to chant nicely, and I pray to Krishna, Krishna, please help me. And I really, really, I feel that I want to chant nicely, or whatever maybe the thing. Then Krishna will help. So it all depends on our desire. Even though I may be conditioned in a bad way, and if I really desire, to go back home, back to Godhead, Prabhupada says, Krishna will help in all respects. But he says most of all us don't desire to go back home, because we are in our world and we don't desire to go back. Of course, devotee is different, but I'm just saying in general people. So that's why Krishna is not taking them back to Godhead, because their desire is not there. So otherwise, Krishna is very anxious to take all the jivas who are his children back to Godhead. He wants to take all his children who are suffering in this material world. Why would Father like his children to suffer? He wants to take everybody back. But the desire is not there for the jivas. So that's why they have to, ultimately when they develop their desire because of repeated, frustration, and then they may come to Krishna like that. So Krishna has said, Krishna is also like, has created this material world in order that we develop that desire. But, it may take quite some time, because we say we are eternally conditioned. So many lifetimes we have been, still our desire may not be intense. So like that. So that is what is happening. So if I am alcoholic and I have bad habit and I can pray to Krishna. Krishna, this is my desire. I know I'm not, but you please help, and you give me the strength, and like that. So Krishna will give, and then maybe you start chanting Hare Krishna, and then everything happens from there. So every individual is under the control of his own conditioned nature, and thus he must follow that nature. So that's Krishna is saying. Every individual is under the control of his own conditioned nature, and he must follow that nature. This entire universe, with all its demigods, demons, and human beings, is based on the conditioned nature of the living entities. Lord Krishna here elaborates upon the argument given in the previous verse. Since everything depends on Subhav, or one's conditioned nature, why bother worshipping God or the demigod? But we want to worship God to get out of the conditioned nature. That Krishna is not saying, because he's saying that everything depends on Swabhav. So this argument would be sublime if Swabhav or conditioned nature were all powerful. But unfortunately it is not. There is a supreme controller, and we must worship him, as Lord Krishna will emphatically reveal in this chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. From now, however, he is content to tease his relatives. Nanda Maharaj must be having a hard time arguing with Krishna. So nobody can argue. He's the most intelligent. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, why did Lord Indra show his anger towards the people of Vrindavan, even though he was aware that Krishna is the Supreme Lord?
He had forgotten for that time being, because he had a lot of opulence and wealth. So Krishna wanted to show him I mean, he wanted to
Oh,
humble him, so he enacted this pastime of Govardhan Lila to make him angry. And then, when he's angry, he thought he's the supreme, so he was trying to kill Krishna and all the Vrajvasis, but it didn't work out. So then he realized to show, Krishna wanted to show that he's not the supreme. So like that, he had become very proud. Now you may say, well, Krishna likes to be in the master position and everybody else should be his servant. Does he want everybody to be in that situation? Is he not an egoistic God that he wants to be always in the master position? And Indra should also not feel like that he's, the supreme. Does he want to create, always show that he's the master, Krishna? That sounds like an egoistic person, right? Somebody in this world who wants to always show that he's the master and everybody else is the servant. And he's well, but it is not like. Of course, Krishna has become subordinate to Nanda Baba. He's carrying the chappals of Nanda Baba, and so he's not like that kind of God that he always wants to be in the master position. Actually, he says, "I am conquered by those who consider me as equal or less than themselves." So why Indra is not? And Indra is also thinking Krishna is less than me. I am the supreme. So why is Krishna not pleased with Indra? Because uh, in Vrindavan also they feel like that. Krishna is not the supreme. We are the supreme. We are better than Krishna. And Indra is also feeling that he's better. He's the supreme. But there is a difference. What is the difference? The difference is that they all love Krishna, whereas Indra had forgotten his relationship with Krishna, and he was engrossed in material enjoyment, and because of that, he would not be satisfied also. So we are all by nature, we have a loving relationship with Krishna, and when we forget that, then it will give us a lot of problems. That is how it is made. So we will not be satisfied if we forget our loving relationship with Krishna. So we will not be satisfied. So Indra would have actually suffered more, although he is thinking that by claiming himself as supreme, he is feeling enjoyment, but he would have suffered to bring him back on track. And that's why
okay.
I think that's because otherwise it's the same, right? Indra is feeling, and all the Brajvasis are also telling Krishna, you are nobody, we are better than you, his friends are saying. And Krishna is not doing anything to them, but that they love Krishna. So that's the difference, I think. Okay, so it's already 8:48. We will hear that. We'll stop with this. Govardhan Gita. I put some. Okay, we'll hear that.